Okay, folks, I'm back. The last thing we're going to do for the holiday special is I'm going to do a multi-layer Mexican style dip for you, okay? What we're going to go into this is we're going to go with some turkey. This is ground turkey. I don't go with the all white meat because it's a little bit, I think, sticky. I just go with the regular turkey. I've got about one small tomato diced, one small yellow onion diced, about a cup of 4-cheese Mexican blend, low-fat cheese, of course, and I've got some romaine lettuce, all right? I've also got a can of fat-free refried beans. I'm going to go ahead and add that into the pot right now. I'll get that going. There we go. This is one of my personal favorites, and especially if you're having a party, something like that, this is going to get them. This is just really, really good stuff. People are going to love this. And again, it's fat-free, it's low-carb, you name it. It fits any diet plan. Outstanding. Okay, let that start to warm up a little bit in there. I also have, let's just set this inside. I also have a packet of, this is just regular taco mix, taco seasoning, whatever. Nothing special about it at all. So let's go ahead and get our skillet fired up here. And I'm going to go ahead and grab our meat and toss it in. Just like that. Okay. All right, here we go. And while that's in the skillet, I'm going to go ahead and add my taco seasoning right away. You can wait if you want to. I prefer to just go ahead and go with it. Go and just add this directly on top of the meat. That's fine, because you're going to be stirring it all up anyway and cutting it and chopping it and all that good stuff. So as far as the chips are concerned, now typically chips are not exactly diet friendly, okay, but I did find something that I like really well, and that's this Snyder brand, because I like it because it's like lower carb and it's 33% less fat, okay. It also tastes great. It tastes just like Tostitos or anybody else's, so you really won't notice much of a difference there. Go. Softening up nicely. Okay. I am going to go ahead and take a little break while all this starts to heat up, and I'll be right back. Okay, folks, I'm back. I've got everything cooking now. I've got the meat, the seasoning, and the turkey meat. It's on about medium heat, medium high heat, okay, because you want to brown this pretty good. And of course, because it is fowl, it is bird, you want to make sure that you get that cooked thoroughly, because you definitely don't want any kind of an illness out of this. And lately, certain brands of ground turkey have kind of gotten a little bit of a bad rap because some folks have gotten sick, okay? So very, very important. As long as you cook it thoroughly, you won't have a problem, I promise. Okay. There we go. That's rocking. All right, now let's look at our beans. And the beans you just heat up, and you do this on low heat. It's not like you're actually cooking them again. You're just basically getting them hot, and they'll tend to get a little bit more of a liquid state, kind of pliable. So in fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn those guys off. They're finished. Okay. Now, I usually like to take a nice glass bowl. That way I can actually see what's going on inside there. It kind of makes it more, I think, aesthetically pleasing, for people that are coming over for the party or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead. First thing is I'm going to put a layer of the refried beans in the bottom of my bowl. Fact is, I'm going to use a whole can, just like that. Okay, just like so. And you want to spread this out on the bottom. This is going to be your first layer. So you want to kind of spread this out as evenly as you can in there. Very good. Now the nice thing about using the turkey versus ground beef is, of course, there's a lot less fat. Therefore, you're not going to really have to drain the meat as much, or even really at all. I usually don't drain it at all, to be honest, because what fat that's in there it's negligible. Okay. All right, we're good there. Let me give this another good stir. Make sure you cut this up really small with your utensil. Okay. Stir it up good, make sure it cooks on both sides. Just like that. Again, keep chopping. It only takes a few minutes to cook, so it's not like, this is a kind of a dish that you're not going to be, you know, all day in the kitchen for, that kind of thing. You can whip this up real quick. We're talking probably 20 minutes at most, and it's just spectacular. It really is. People are going to love this. And the best thing about it is almost completely fat-free, just about. Low carb, the whole nine. And relatively cheap. I mean, this whole meal, this entire dip is probably going to set me back about, I'd say $6 or $7, something like that. So it's very pocket friendly. How about that? Okay. Almost there, real close. In fact, I'm going to call that done. I'm going to go ahead and shut off my cooker. You know, I've been getting a lot of requests from those of you out there that enjoy the show, and I appreciate that, by the way. That's wonderful. But everybody's wanting to know the recipes, wants to see the recipes out there actually on the website, and that's something that we're working on. In fact, we're retooling the website. We're going to have something brand new up very soon, and it'll include all the recipes, cook times, the whole 9 yards. So you'll know exactly what you need to buy without watching the entire video. Then you can watch the video as you're cooking it to make sure that you got it down. Okay, outstanding. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my onion, and that's going to be the second layer. Okay, sprinkle it right there on the beans, just like so. Okay, jalapenos are good on this too if you like them. I did not bring any to the studio today, but normally I would have used some jalapenos as well. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add my meat. Boy, that smells spectacular. Look at that. Okay, you want to spread it on there evenly as you can. Okay. Now next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add, I think, my tomato next. We'll go that route. You know what? I've got a better idea. Instead of doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put a layer of salsa on now. This is Newman's Own salsa. This is the medium. Just whatever you like. I prefer the Newman's, but Pace is good. Chi-Chi's is good. Just like that. Okay. And again, smooth it all out so you've got a good layer. Okay, now tomato time. Sprinkle them on there evenly, generously. There you go, just like that. Okay, now time for the romaine. Just like so. Excellent. And last but not least, the cheese. You can also add some sour cream to this if you like. I didn't do that this time. Normally I would. But what we end up with is a beautiful multi-layer dip. Your guests are going to enjoy this. You're going to enjoy this. And again, it's very easy. It's very, very low in fat, very low in calories. what can I say? It's spectacular, okay? It's also, again, easy on the wallet. So would really like it. Thank you for enjoying the holiday special. I really enjoyed, bringing this to you. And again, this is dedicated to, all the people out there that are diabetic and they can't really enjoy the holiday as much as they would like to, as much as everyone else does. But I've given you some recipes and some tips so you can do just that. So remember, get yourself out there, get some exercise, eat nice, and you will be your own buff chef.